Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are seeing my face for the first time, you're welcome. My name is Chidima. For the past 3 weeks or 4 weeks, I've been trying to communicate something in my videos, and that is about purpose, calling, and assignment. And should I say that I had limited words or limited explanations, or I am not really able to communicate this thing the way I want, or there are some lapses in it. And amazingly, the apostle Joshua Selman has dealt extensively with this burden that I have. He started a series on the church and the states. I was not able to attend Koinonia service on ground on the day he taught the church and the states part one, and unfortunately I wasn't able to stream online that day as well. But the church and states part two, which he taught on Sunday the 7th of June 2026, I was able to listen to that sermon live, and it was such a blessing. And I'm not going to read all my jottings, but I want to highlight a perspective as to what I am really, or I was really trying to communicate in my previous videos. It's been like a burden, but I really lack the words, or should I say the intelligence to put what I wanted to communicate together. And so I'm just going to read the summary, number 9, from the summary of what he taught that Sunday. And he said, rise to your assignment as an enforcer of the will of God and a witness. Keywords: enforcer of the will of God and a witness. Beyond being a mother, in fact, he said beyond being a parent, but when I'm writing sermons in church, I tend to personalize it. So that is why I have beyond being a mother, a leader, a CEO, a professional, and the likes of it. Your real assignment is to be an enforcer of the will of God. So, and he made reference to John chapter 1, verse 7. I'm going to read John chapter 1, verse 7 later on, but he proceeded to say that we always come for the witness of the light. No matter your sphere of influence or profession, you are on assignment. Keyword: you are on assignment. Making money, marriage, ministries are tools to the assignment. And what is the assignment? To be a witness. What does a witness do? Or what is the job of a witness? Is to transform or convert heart through the gospel of salvation. So before I go to read John chapter 1, verse 7, this is what I've been trying to communicate. I had mentioned that even if your profession in the physical is your spiritual or your divine calling, and you've not yet attached a sense of purpose to it, you are still doing it maybe to get money, you're not tying it to souls, there are not something specific which relate with in relation to the kingdom that you are doing, you are not still fulfilling purpose. Because what he's teaching about the church and the state is about king and priest, and he thought that the priesthood comes first before the kingship. Of course, is in the place of your priesthood, is in the place of your altar, that you can even be able to filter and say, okay, this profession, God has called me into it divinely. What am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to be a prophetic intercessor? Am I supposed to be a kingdom financier? With regards to that profession. But if clearly you are not getting any leading towards your divine calling attached to your profession, your business, your career, whatsoever you are doing, you need to start seeking God. Because some of us who might be into some business, some field, some academic pursuit, and we want to attain a high level of it, but our divine calling is nowhere around it. There should be something else you're doing for the kingdom that will make you to be a witness, that should be transforming or converting hearts through the gospel. So I am going to read John 1:7. This man, referring to John the Baptist, this man came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, which is Christ, that all through him might believe. So we are here as witnesses, and in our job, in our areas of specializations, in our business areas, our career path, we should be the light. If it is not reflecting the light, then just know that it is an addition to what you're actually called to do. If you can, please watch the sermons, church and the state, part 1 and 2. Myself, I'm yet to watch the part 1, but seeing what part 2 has already done to me and the kind of clarity it brought with regards to the burden I've been trying to communicate, I can already tell how the part 1 to be. All right, thank you for being here, and hopefully see you in another video.